Welcome to the Jeff
and the Bonch
Show. Week Diaz 10
So
in
depressing.
Espanol.
So fast.
It's time for
Hot topics.
These topics are hot. Oh yeah.
It's really just hot topic because we only have one.
There's usually only one, but still it's a
Yeah, I know.
plural.
This is something we've been meaning to talk about for several weeks, and because our episode's a little bit later this week, and there was a game last night, we could finally talk about it.
Yeah, it's perfect timing.
Thursday Night Football. It's an experiment the NFL has done to help promote their network.
Yep.
They want to have football games on their football network,
Mm-hmm.
and it just doesn't work.
Stinks.
It doesn't work.
It
Every
stinks.
week, you get either two problems. You either have a complete mismatch of a matchup, or just because they
Right.
want to have one team.
You got 99 problems, and these are two of them.
I'm not going to comment.
Okay, go ahead.
Just lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
There's two main problems. You either have a complete mismatch because they want to get every single team in primetime, no matter how bad they are, or I think what the main problem is, teams are not ready to play two football games in a 5-day span on the NFL level. This isn't high school. Okay, maybe you can get away with
Yeah.
a bunch of games together. At the speed that the NFL plays their games and the athleticism, you can't get ready for a game with only 3 days off in between.
Did you know that the last night's Thursday night game was actually the closest Thursday night game of the past 3 weeks?
I think I want to say 5 or 6 out of the 9 have been 2 touchdown differences, something like
They
that.
stink. Colts, Jags last night, 27-10.
Yeah.
Week before, Chargers beat the Chiefs 31-13. Before that, Bucks took down the Vikings 36-17.
Mm-hmm.
3 riveting games right there.
Sorry to any Chiefs and Jaguars fans out there, but even before the season started, we saw how bad they were. Did anyone want to see the Jaguars and Chiefs in prime time?
But did anybody think that the Colts, Jags would be a good game?
No.
These games stink. Do you know what next week is?
I'm afraid to even ask.
Dolphins at Bills.
Oh, that's a riveting match.
Dolphins at Bills, yeah. Yeah, we have such treats for the rest of the year. It's Dolphins at Bills, Saints at Falcons.
That's a good
Saints
one.
at Falcons,
That's
you want to
good.
see?
Yeah, that's a team I want to watch.
Okay. Broncos at Raiders.
Ugh.
And then Bengals at Eagles.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so there's one good game.
Oh, no.
One good game out of the last 4. That's it.
The Jaguars, especially a home game where they can't even get fans to come.
Yeah.
Not that I blame those fans. I wouldn't go either.
I just felt more bad for some of them.
Yeah. I like the ones with the bags over their head. They call themselves the Bagwars.
Did they really?
Yes. It's time for Fantasy Focus.
Let's make sure your vision's 2020.
I wrote on a couple guys for should I start him.
Okay, do you want to shoot those at me?
Yeah, I didn't see anyone I think my problem is I want to pick the same guys every week.
You want to pick those fringe guys
Yeah.
that are on the board.
Yeah, I try to come up with someone different for a change. I'm going to start with a tight end actually for a change. Vernon Davis. And the problem with Vernon Davis right now is with the amount of good tight ends there are this year, which there's not many, you have to start him. But the other problem is he hasn't had a touchdown in a month. Three of his last 4 games, he's had under 40 yards.
Six?
That's what I'm saying.
Just because there's really nobody else.
But
Otherwise-
if there was a lot of tight ends, I'd make it like a 3 or a 4. But at the same time, it feels like he's due.
Yeah.
Vernon Davis is too good to be held down forever.
Yeah. I don't know. The Rams have a pretty good run defense.
Yeah.
So they could be passing a little
That's
bit.
what I was thinking.
You gotta go 6.
Yeah, I'll go 7, and maybe I think it's Vernon Davis' time to get back on track. Let's say that.
Ryan Matthews. I do the same guys every week. I like how you laugh. Why is that funny?
Because I hate Ryan Matthews.
I know you do.
I can't stand him.
Just on a
And it's
personal
not because he has talent. There's talent there. It just never seems to mesh.
Yeah.
Whether it be the fumbles or the injuries or the North Turner Chargers, he's on a bad team. He's not on a bad. Chargers aren't that bad. It's a bad team for fantasy success.
Yeah.
Because they don't commit to the run enough. It's 13 or 14 carries a game, even when
Actually, he's really
running
bad
well.
game.
Really.
Yeah.
Who are they playing, the Chargers?
The Chargers, well, that gets to a fantasy stud of the week. I don't want to jump to that
Okay.
yet. But I think he's going to have a really bad game. 3.5, actually.
Wow.
Really bad.
I mean, give him 5. And
5.
just because there's talent there. It's solely on talent. I'm going to go one because you're going to start him, but I think he deserves to be mentioned. Your boy, Josh Freeman, and my boy as well. Your boy because he's on your fantasy team.
Yeah.
My boy, as you know, I own an orange, beautiful jersey. And a guy that was a backup quarterback in fantasy, borderline backup quarterback, might not even been on a fantasy team to start the season. And he is now a must-start guy every week.
Yeah.
You know, everyone saw, Doug Martin. Yeah, Doug Martin deserves all the credit he gets, especially after last week.
Yeah.
But the reason Doug Martin is doing so well is because the Bucs have a passing game for the last month or so.
A good passing game.
Yeah. Josh Freeman.
Like 3 or 4 weeks in a row, he's had
300-something yards.
Very good games.
A couple touchdowns. Yeah, the Bucs offense is suddenly explosive.
Yeah, they have a really good offense.
And I think Josh Freeman is a 9 or a 10 every week.
I think he's a must-start.
He's just, like, on fire right now.
He's a must-start. I agree.
Yeah.
Vincent Jackson, Mike Williams actually like too.
Mike Williams is good as a number 2. The problem is he was the number 1 last year.
Well, but they have a good offense.
Yeah.
He's a must-start.
Yeah. I think Josh Freeman right now is a top 5 fantasy quarterback over the last month or so. He's really good.
8.5.
I'm going to go 9. I really like Josh Freeman. I've always liked Josh Freeman, but I actually like him as a fantasy player right now.
Fantasy stud of the week.
Fantasy stud of the week.
I'll go first because this ties into why I
ahead.
think Ryan Matt's going to have a particularly awful week.
Mm-hmm.
Chargers play the Bucs. Bucs have the best run defense in the NFL statistically.
Gerald McCoy.
Now,
Finally healthy.
the Bucs have the 31st ranked pass defense in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
So this leads me to believe, by the way, a pass defense that Carson Palmer threw the ball like 68 times against for 4 TDs.
Indeed.
Your fantasy star of the week is Phillip Rivers.
Really?
Yeah, he hasn't been great. The Bucs have an awful pass defense. Awful.
No.
2 of the past 3 games, I think they've given up like 4 TDs to whoever the QB is. Just watch. You give him a monster week.
I don't trust Rivers anymore.
You don't trust Phillip Rivers.
I like Phillip Rivers,
That's
but
why
I
he's a
don't trust him as a
stud.
fantasy guy anymore.
Watch.
I really don't.
What was I going? 3 TDs. 325 passing yards. Watch. You're going to watch.
Brian Hartline.
Okay.
Against, as you said, a Titans defense shit. I don't even
Put up 51 points.
Now, look, the Titans defense did not give up 51 points. The Titans got 51 points.
That's true.
Not the same thing at all.
That's
After we
true.
picked them to win last week.
Yeah.
Ugh, thanks, Titans. Thanks a lot.
Wow. We were wrong with that one.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Anyway, Brian Hartline is by default the best receiver on the Dolphins. It's not like he has a lot of competition there.
Gets a ton of targets, too.
Yeah, that's what it is. He gets so many
targets.
targets. Tannehill likes him.
Yeah.
Like, every young quarterback has that guy that, like, that's their favorite target.
And I like how I go, the Titans' run defense is not good because their pass defense is also not good.
Usually it's like, okay,
you're right.
one gets attacked because the other's good. No, just the whole defense is terrible.
Right. Actually, any Dolphin.
So, yeah, there you go. I think that's what we're saying.
Yeah.
Start your Dolphins if you have any. There's not usually,
You
I would never say that.
Yeah.
It's time for Perfect Picks.
Our picks are pretty good. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
Usually.
Mm-hmm. I think we both wanted to defeat our locks of the week again, didn't we? Oh, you didn't?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Redskins.
Oh my god. You picked the Redskins to lock.
Lock it up! Lock it up.
I see 3 pretty easy.
It's funny because I saw, like, with the lock it up, I was like, there's so many this week.
That's the thing. I thought there was 3 absolute stone cold, absolute lock it up in a freezer and never unlock it locks.
And I thought there was 6.
And there was even, that's the thing, even like I had a second tier of them.
Yeah, alright.
But like the 3 absolute.
Alright, I'll check mine off.
We talked about the
Sorry,
Steelers. We talked about the Steelers.
Steelers,
the Chiefs.
Give me.
That's not even a lock. That's a we'll win by 2 touchdown lock.
Alright, yeah, I've got my 3.
The Patriots at home against Buffalo.
Yeah.
And the Niners against St. Louis.
Yep, I have the same 3.
Those are the 3. Like, bet all your money on them. There's
Yeah.
no way those games aren't going to be that result. What's your second tier?
I'm going to take 2 more.
Okay, yeah, I'm
I'm going
curious.
to take 2 more. I'm going to take the Ravens over the Raiders.
Okay.
And I'm going to take the Broncos over the Panthers.
All right.
What is your second group?
I had the Broncos-Panthers as one of them because
Do you have anything
Panthers
else?
aren't winning 2 games in a row.
I'm going to say, if you want to go for an extra one this week, it might be the week to do it. Get that record,
Mm.
that win percentage up there. You want to take the Broncos over the Panthers?
Yeah,
at
give
least?
me Denver for number 4.
Okay, give you Denver.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Denver, and I'm going to take the Ravens.
Wait, you're taking 5?
I'm taking 5.
How am I supposed to catch up if you just die 5,000 every week?
Well, I have more of a chance of getting them wrong, too.
Yeah, I
though.
guess so. game of the week.
Time for the game of the week.
And you all know what the game of the week is. It's
Lions Vikings. Yeah. Come on, I think we're gonna go with different teams in this one actually. Game of the week: Texans at Bears.
Oh yeah.
Sunday Night Football.
2 7-1 teams.
You know what? I've been looking forward to this game all week. It's rare that I'm actually looking forward to a specific game.
2 7-1 teams.
As
when
much
do you
as
ever
I'm
get
looking
that?
forward to this game. Like Monday ended and Sunday Night Football. When is it?
Yeah.
And I really have. So
I don't always realize what the Sunday night game is until like they announce it on the Sunday night game. Like next week, I was like, oh wow, let's go. Is it next Sunday night yet?
I'm gonna be really mad if this game is bad. I'm gonna have a little fit.
Probably will. That's our luck.
But it's gonna be a great game.
Here's the thing: you have a Bears team who
Wait, can we do first on the count of 3? Just say you're picking. Can we do that?
Why?
It's just like let's build up drama. 1, 2, Bears.
Oh, I thought you said on the after 3.
Who are you taking?
I'm taking the Texans.
I knew you were. That's why it's great.
JJ Watts is the defensive player of the year, but
no, we
Charles
get the matchup
Tillman,
between the two potential candidates of the defensive player of the year. It's great.
Like Watt was a lock, but Charles Tillman's like kind of making a case right now.
He had 4 forced fumbles.
Like
that's insane. That's insane.
You either know how to force a fumble, he has an eye for the football. He sees it and just. I can see high scoring. I can see low scoring. Anything can happen with this game.
You know what? No, the Bears defense, they get turnovers.
They do.
They're like, do you know the turnover differential for them right now? Plus 16.
That's the thing, though.
Plus 16.
The Texans don't really turn over the ball.
Well, Texans just plus 8.
Yeah, but I'm saying the Texans don't turn over. Their offense doesn't really. Foster doesn't fumble that much. I mean, Shaw's pretty accurate as far as.
Think about it this way. Okay, so you put Charles Tillman on Andre Johnson.
Right.
He's not done much the whole year anyway.
They don't need Andre Johnson.
Shut them down.
Owen Daniels has been their most explosive receiver.
Isn't he even sort of hurt though?
He's always
questionable.
He's always banged up.
They need him to play. I think they need him to play.
Bears good run defense.
Bears have a very good run defense.
Foster.
The Texans have a good run defense too. It's gonna be a good game. See, this is what I'm so excited for.
Yeah, it's just that
I'm picking the Bears. Do you know what it was the deciding factor for me is maybe it's just that it's in Chicago. I don't know. The fact that it's in Chicago for the Texans to go
the
there.
tiebreaker goes to the home team.
What time it is, buddy?
Oh, I know what time it is.
Upset special time!
I can't believe I'm doing this again. I'm picking the Saints to beat the Falcons.
Okay. And I can understand that, actually.
I just, it's nothing against the Falcons. I do think they're a very good team, but I'm waiting for this loss to happen because they're not going undefeated, and I'm just waiting for it every week.
And also, you're facing a division opponent.
You're going to New Orleans.
The road. New Orleans has won, 3 of the last 4?
Something like that. They're getting their act together now. Their interim head coach is back off suspension. Okay, so who's your upset?
You can see my sheet. I mean, you could say it.
So biased.
Jets over Seahawks.
Another biased pick by Jeff.
No. The last time I picked the Jets upset, it was Jets over Pats, and you made fun of me, and that was a good game.
Yeah, but they lost.
No, but that was still a good pick.
Yeah, it was a good game, but they lost.
But they lost. You know what? It's called an upset special. It's an upset. Jets are coming off the bye. Seahawks.
No wonder why you didn't like Marshawn Lynch this week. Because you need him to be bad for you to get your upset pick right.
You picked a big upset.
Mark Sanchez in Seattle, one of the toughest places to play.
I'm not saying Mark Sanchez is going to have a great game.
Okay, how are the Jets winning? It just doesn't have a good game.
Turnovers. Russell Wilson stinks, in my opinion.
He finds a way to win the game.
The referee's helping him out. That's what he finds.
Okay, that's one win though.
Helping him out there.
They're what, 5-4 or something like that? I don't know.
But they're only good at home. They stink on the road.
Yeah, they're only good at home. Where are they playing this week?
At home.
They're at home.
What? So they're due for a home loss. You want to say the Falcons are due?
Yeah.
They're due for a loss? Seahawks are due for a loss at home. So I'm not a big. You think the Seahawks are that good?
I don't think they're that good, but I think their defense. I think their defense is that.
AP did to them.
I think their defense is that good.
So Adrian Peterson did to them.
I think that defense is causing major problems for the Jets' offense, which already can't get out of its own way to begin with.
Do you think it's going to be a high-scoring affair with the Seahawks scoring tons of points?
No.
Way.
I think the Seahawks win 21-10.
No, it's going to be a sloppy Jets win 13-10. Thank you for watching the Jeff
and the Bonch
show. Tune in next week, week 11.
Yeah.
11.
More shenanigans from him.
Yeah.
And me, I guess.
Yeah. Goodbye, America.
Shalom.
Seahawk isn't even a real animal.
No, it isn't.
So why is that?
So what?
So that's
So
why
what?
they're not going to win.
Giants aren't real either, but they're still Super Bowl
No, there's
champions.
Giants. You could be a giant.
No, but the
person.
Giants is like giants. A tall person isn't a giant.
But like a
It's not the same
Seahawk
thing.
isn't even a mythical bird or anything. It's not like a
So
flame
what?
bird.
Who cares?
So I'm just saying. It
doesn't mean they're going to lose this game because
they have
the logo
stupid.
isn't
They
real.
have stupid uniforms too.